Welcome, everybody, to the Awake and Sober podcast, a podcast about life and recovery through Christ.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That was better, right?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.
It's that time. Go away.
Wait, man.
Cut that ish.
I had to get rid of that. I left it on a little bit too loud, but it's okay.
It's all right.
It happens.
We need some music for the new year.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We got good intro music, so I don't mind it.
No, not at all. And I know we were talking about getting rid of that one, but
I love that one.
that's Awake and Sober.
It is.
It is. It absolutely is.
Now the one for the countdown and other stuff, man, we could do anything we want with those.
Mm-hmm.
That one has to be Wake and Sober's intro.
Yeah,
Always.
I agree.
Thank
I like
you.
it.
I love it.
Yeah. So
Speaking of Wake and Sober, do not forget to like, share, subscribe. And we want to give a big shout out to Tactile Turn,
Yes.
the greatest writing instrument ever.
our amazing sponsor. We'll talk about them a little bit more later. Today, though, we're going to be talking about
Do's, don'ts.
do's and don'ts, boundaries, all the things that we need to talk about before the biggest
Yeah, one of the biggest,
one of the
largest.
biggest
Yeah.
celebrations of the year.
I mean, you got your day before Thanksgiving. That's supposed to,
That's number one, drinking day.
yeah. And then this is just a huge party day for
It
everybody.
is.
Yeah.
Listen,
And it's okay to go out and party, just not the way we used to go out and party.
No.
You know, we can't party like that. And so we wanted to kind of do another follow up with the boundaries.
Yeah.
Do's, don'ts. I like that, do's and don'ts of what to do this year. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Derek, how's your week been?
you know, man, I got sick. it was
You
terrible
did.
for a minute, but it's gone. I'm better. Praise God. And got some new things coming up at work that I'm really, kind of excited about getting into. At the same time, still nervous, but, for the most part, it's been really, really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, like seeing you at work today was like, it was seriously a very calming thing.
Really?
I miss my Derek, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
how sweet.
I miss being able to give somebody's
How
crap.
sweet it is to be loved by you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
No,
That's pretty sweet.
you could tell that the atmosphere was different because I was there today.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
all around with people working there and with the clients and stuff. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, Derek's back.
Mhm. Yep. Get on your P's and Q's.
And I was back. Not at 100, but I was back.
Hey,
89.6.
progress, not perfection.
You know, and we're missing somebody, speaking of sickness.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man, yeah.
I think this guy has been sick for 8 weeks in a row.
He's snake bit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, he went from one to another. And
Yeah.
Big Perm,
Yes.
I don't know if we miss you by now. I think we might have forgotten who you are.
No,
You
we
look
know.
like
We ain't never going to forget Big Perm. man.
never. Hope you get better soon, big
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, brother.
Get well, we'll bring you some chicken noodle soup.
There you go.
Some chicken pot pie. Ooh,
Ooh,
remember when he brought that chicken
Yeah.
pot pie?
Come on, stop, guys.
chicken
Good
pot
Lord.
pie.
Yeah.
And
Lord
this is the
Almighty.
right season for it, too.
Yeah, it
boy.
is.
I'm telling
It's
you.
getting there. This whole next week, rain.
If you want to
Is it really?
party,
Perfect. Oh yeah.
if you want to
Uh-oh.
party this holiday, just get you a big chicken pot pie. That will be the party of the year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that's like a 5-pound, 10-pound chicken pot pie. That thing is just ginormous and delicious.
It was so
I want to go get a chicken pot pie right now.
it was like a car tire.
Yeah,
Like it was. It was a
did
wheel.
Taste like one.
No, hell no.
It tastes good.
That's awesome.
So, Mikey,
Hi.
no, I'm not. I'm sober, awake and
that.
sober.
Heard that.
How are you?
Last week on the episode, I was struggling. I was going through some things, and I'm going through another job change. I'm going, just like Derek, I'm going back to where I was in the beginning of my time in the treatment field. I was a CPS and I was a therapist, but then I went to a director role. Derek likes to call me the grass whisperer.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of incredible experience working with leadership at our facility, and I learned a lot. but it was time for me to get back. I got a little break, and I'm actually going back starting next week. I'll be a full-time therapist. And I've already started kind of inching towards that. Got a couple new clients already, met them, and I can honestly say that with how much I was struggling last week, the last 2 days have been absolutely amazing. Yesterday was a little in between. I know we talked early in the morning, and then that was before I talked to one of my clients. And after I talked to one of my clients, just the being able to give back, the being able to share and to be a part of somebody's journey again. It filled my heart, man. It really did. And I feel like I'm where
it
did, and I feel like I'm exactly where I belong. And
The grass isn't growing at the spot. That's one of the reasons why he went back to the other one, because he can't whisper to it.
I can't cut it. That's why.
I'm just sitting here like going through the conversations we have about the wedding planner and even about this one of how are you going to be not being in that role of therapist?
Yeah.
And I'm like, buddy, you're going to miss it. I mean,
excuse me. For the first, I loved what I did. Like I really enjoyed the position. But I knew that I could do more. I knew that I could be more
cutting grass and unclogging toilets wasn't doing more. Nah.
No, I mean that is a very important job. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like
the policies and procedures.
Right. That was very important to me.
Yes,
absolutely.
And that was a good learning experience.
Yeah.
But you'll have that chance again when you work your way up through the right channel.
100%.
The channel that you really want to be in and belong in.
Yeah, and moving back it doesn't change anything about my end goal.
No.
Which is
But now you're on
beautiful.
the right path. To me, you're on the right path.
I think I am too, man. I think I'm exactly where I need to be, and I'm just looking forward to getting into it a little bit deeper, getting a few more clients, and I don't know how many times I heard, man, we miss your groups. And I'm like, okay, now I'm doing it. I did a group today. I got so many thank yous, and I just felt so, it was gratifying, and it was awesome. So I feel good, man.
What is your love language?
Oh, it turns out that it's quality time. Not
What's second?
It was quality time, and then it was words of affirmation.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
And then it was physical touch.
Yeah.
Gift giving is like all the way down on the bottom.
What was it?
Gifts.
Gift giving?
Gifts? Oh.
Well, gifts and giving, those are two different things.
Right.
Receiving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny, I kind of figured words of affirmation would be up there for you.
Yeah.
Because just hearing those thank yous, I mean, when we get into recovery, something happens and we start to change. And those words of affirmation, man, they fill a man's soul. I don't care what anybody says. If a guy says, I don't need those words of affirmation,
lies.
They're crying themselves asleep.
Yeah.
Because they don't get them.
Could even call it validation.
Whatever you need to call it.
Whatever you need to call it. It does feel good, and it does fill my soul. So
I mean, words of affirmation. You see them on my mirror. Christina will write me those notes, and I think she plays a game with it now to make me cry. Like, let's see if I could get them to cry. And she don't fail at it.
Turns out it's working.
Yeah. It's like words of affirmation to make you cry. So, man, I'm happy for you, Mike.
I appreciate that, fellas. I really do.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see you back, and I'm glad that they gave you the chance to move back, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
How's your week, man? How you been?
Pretty damn good. Waiting to get into the psychiatrist still. I missed my chance on Friday because we were heading out to lunch with somebody. We were so far away from the appointment that I couldn't get to it. But we were visiting another church the other day and printing materials and picking up a CR Bible and some other things. And we were having a conversation about money, going to work, different things, trusting God in what he has called us to. And you heard me say it, man, I'm nervous. We're coming down to crunch time. And, things are getting thin. It's like, man, I could go out and sling some mortgages real quick and make some money. I know how to sell really well. So I was getting nervous that I'm going to have to go back to working and if I go back and I take that regular job, I go work mortgages, Reclaiming Hope goes to the back burner.
Yeah.
Because I'll put everything I have into whatever I'm doing at the moment. And so God was telling me to be obedient and trust again, kind of like when I came back and got into ministry in the first place. And man, was I sweating bullets. And so that was about 1 o'clock we were there.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 6:15, here comes a call. And said, hey, come pick up your guys' check for Reclaiming Hope. I'm like, wow, there you go, God, showing off again.
Yeah, right.
As always.
Showing up and showing out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he always does, right? His timing's perfect. Our timing, we'll just sweat bullets. And it's, will we hold on and be obedient, or will we give in to the temptation and the fear of money, or the fear of whatever that is? Pain and fear drive way too many things in our life.
Yeah.
So I am doing good. I'm doing great. And not just because of money, but because of God doing what God does. That's why I'm doing great.
Like, I feel sometimes he makes us sweat just so that when it does happen, that glory is just that much better that we get back to him.
Are you going to trust me?
Right.
How much are you going to trust me?
No, I'm not going to trust you. Dang it.
We got to look, Job sat there with sores all over his body, done lost everything he owned. He was one of the richest men around. Lost everything. Even his wife took the kids and said, I'm out. Right? But he said, you know what? I'm not going to turn my back on God. And then when it all came and said and done, he came out prosperous as ever. And I think that's where we at.
And you have to figure out your priorities sometime, right? That's why I came back from California without a job, without anything, to go into ministry, to go from making what I was making there to $8.50 an hour. $8.50. Back in 2013.
I can't remember when
I was 40 years old, making less money than I ever had in my life. Because at least when I was young, I was slinging. So I still made more money.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, $8.50 an hour I came back to work for, being obedient to get into ministry. And I mean, God's made everything work this whole entire year, so why wouldn't he do it now? And he did, as always. So it's just nice to know God is at work. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we're being obedient to the call. And so, yeah, it's hard not to be in a positive mood. Plus, our second night of training for our Celebrate Recovery. And so that was a lot of fun.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was good to have you since you weren't sick this week.
I was not, and I was there, and I had a great time. Had a good turnout.
Yeah, but not everybody's there yet.
That's
what's funny. So
Yeah.
we had 12 people
12.
last night, but we had 6 or 7 not there.
Right.
So this is for facilitators?
This is for
CR?
our leaders, yeah.
Leaders? Yeah.
The
Okay.
people that are going to lead, so they'll facilitate open share groups and step study groups, but this is our leadership. And then from this leadership, we are going to create a team: training coach, encourager coach, ambassador, and ministry leader. It used to be assimilation coach, but now they call them ambassadors.
Gotcha.
That's that core team, right? So as a leader, you do the every Tuesday night. For us, it's every Tuesday night. We'll have our Celebrate Recovery, and then once a month we'll have a leadership meeting. The team gets another meeting in a month. So as you build that team, it's a lot of ministry work.
It's an acrostic. TEAM. He's looking all crazy over, so I don't know if he was understanding what we're talking about. When he says team, it's TEAM acrostic.
Huh?
See, he told you.
So that training coach, encourager coach, assimilation coach, or ambassador, and ministry leader. Team.
Gotcha.
Everything in Celebrate
So it's
Recovery
a
is an
acronym.
No,
It's an acrostic. Dude, it's Celebrate Recovery. We live upon acrostic.
Yeah, so like denial.
Yeah.
Disables feelings, energy lost, negates growth, isolates us from others, alienates us from our relationships, and lengthens pain. Denial. So each one of them have
Acrostic.
Yeah, that's an acrostic.
Okay.
A
I
lot
would call
like
it an anagram, but okay.
It's an acrostic.
yeah. So
Deal.
that's everything. That's everything in Celebrate Recovery is ran off of those. So even whenever I used to preach,
Yeah.
and it'd be out, away from Celebrate Recovery, I'd have an acrostic because I just got so used to doing it.
Yeah.
So easy way to do it.
Yeah.
So, man, this week, Happy New Year. We're going to talk about do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
So what's some do's and what's some don'ts?
Don't hang out with those family members that's going to cause you or trigger you in any kind of way in your head. All right, if it starts getting to that point, well, one, just don't go. Tell them, no, you're not going to be there. Or just pack up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to tell anybody. Just leave. They ask why. So if you don't know, that's on you.
So you say that about family. I'm thinking New Year's is
Strangers, man.
not only strangers, but just those old friends.
Yep.
You know, just those drinking buddies.
Oh yeah. My thing is, if you're in recovery or you're new in recovery, you know what's going on, right? Like you know what is going to happen. You're going to get invited. You know people are going to be there drinking. People are going to be using. You know your family members who are going to be doing those things. Understand that it's going to be hard for you to say no. Okay, it is. We can't prepare unless we understand what the problem is, or we can't have a solution until we understand what the problem is. So if you are in a situation and you're like, I don't know if I should go or not, look at what the situation is.
I feel if you even got a question if you should go or not, it's probably no, you shouldn't
like,
go.
Should I go or not? Probably not, especially if you're in early recovery.
Right.
You know, we all have years at this point, right? So we can. It's easier to say no.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's more fun to say no.
But
saying no is kind of fun.
it is. I mean, yeah. Hey man, I really want to see you. Oh, dude, I have so much I don't have to do. I can't make it. I'm sorry.
Not that I can't. I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm just not
make
gonna.
it.
It's my Sabbath, and you're not included in that.
Right.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. So understand what you're putting yourself into, and if you even have a inkling of a doubt, don't do it.
It took us forever to put ourselves in a situation like that.
Yeah, it takes time.
I mean, I think I felt more comfortable before Christina did doing it. But it was nice because since Christina wasn't comfortable doing it, we still didn't do it. So all it did is built more and more time. Can we go do that? Yeah, but why?
Right.
There's so many other things that we could do with sober fun. I mean, like AA, NA, there's some Celebrate Recoveries around to do it. A lot of places throw sober parties now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you can find sober parties, go bowling. I don't know, there's all kinds of them.
Wake and sober should do a party
We will next year.
next year.
Yeah. Because we'll do
it's a good
it
idea.
Reclaiming Hope.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Right.
so we'll throw a big, huge sober party.
Hell, probably be a staff party.
Probably.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Goals.
Poor aviary.
So,
Oh, I ain't leaving. I didn't say that.
no.
Sorry, people.
Anyway, so what about some do's though, man? We know we when we get into this recovery, I know we jump around. We always want to say the don'ts. Don't do this. Don't do that. What do we do? Go to meetings was one.
Go to meetings.
Go to meetings
Absolutely.
and hang out with some sober people.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
if you don't have a phone number list yet, if you don't have a list of people from recovery that you could hang around with, look, get out there and get it. You got a couple days before New Year's.
Yeah.
Get out there and get you some phone numbers and go hang out with them, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a lot of fun in sobriety doing things. I mean, one, you remember them. Two, you spend less money. So, I mean, there's just two good things right there. You wake up and you feel fine.
Yeah.
Unless you're old, then you might hurt, depending on what you did.
Get out of bed wrong.
Yeah. But, I mean, think about it.
This young guy over here talking about get out of the bed wrong.
Man, it is starting early. Let's just say that.
It gets earlier and earlier for these young whippersnappers.
Yeah. 'Cause they didn't work hard enough when they was younger.
Oh, man.
Love you, Derek.
Yeah, I know.
One of the biggest ones I get asked all the time. It's like, can I still go to bars? And my question is always like, what did you go to bars for? To get drunk?
The scenery.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Why go? Like I'm open about that. It's like I don't go to bars anymore. I hardly even go to restaurants anymore. I get my stuff. Woo, caught it.
Yeah.
I get my ish to go, or I get it carry out. You know what I mean? I don't put myself in situations like that.
Oh, that DoorDash, man, they bring it to the house.
Yeah,
I ain't
straight
even
up.
gotta go there.
Like you don't even have to leave your house.
He was like, no, bring it.
Yeah, I go there now, but certain ones. If it's more of a bar than a restaurant, I'm not.
Yeah.
But if it's a restaurant that happens to have a small little bar, I really don't care.
Right.
But I'll sit in the restaurant side of.
Yeah.
Like Applebee's or Longhorn or
Don't go
Texas
to Applebee's.
Texas Roadhouse,
Go
places
to
like
Texas
that.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Don't waste your time at Applebee's.
I'm just saying, though, those would be the places to
Half
go
price.
that you could actually sit and have a restaurant dinner
Yeah.
that does have a bar, but you can sit on the opposite side where you're not near it.
Mm-hmm.
But now when you walk into a place like Turtle Creek or something, and you walk in and it's nothing but a bar with a few tables, no, that's not where you want to go. Don't go to those restaurants.
And if that's where everybody's going, then you need to either A, not go, just tell them no,
No.
or you have your accountability partner, your battle buddy with you, right?
Yeah.
Anytime I went to a United Methodist conference, right, I always had somebody there because everybody knew I was in recovery. It's usually Jennifer. She would love to say, hey, I'm going to be there. You start freaking, we'll take a walk, right? Well, you always had to have another guy because you can't be alone. But she was always that one that was, hey, look, I'll be right there because everybody wanted to drink. And I'm like, by now I'm pretty good. At one, I'm not going to drink that garbage anyway. But it's great to have it. Take somebody with you, man. Having an accountability partner right there with you, the chances of both of you giving in, but if you could have two or three,
Oh, yeah.
go with it.
Big time. Yeah.
You know, just don't go. just don't. If it's more of a bar than anything else, do you really miss that?
Yeah. Or like, work parties.
Yeah.
A lot of people have Christmas parties or work parties. We had a clinical one last year, and it was really cool. We were making mocktails. Slippery slope. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they were delicious. So, but we had a great sober time. Like that. It was awesome. But
And
at
if
the
you're
same
early in
time-
sobriety, stay away from those two.
Yeah, because a lot of times, and we work in the treatment field, so a lot of people are already in recovery. You know what I mean? But New Year's parties, get in, get out, or just don't even go.
If you don't have somebody to go with you, just don't go.
Yeah, straight up.
My thing is this, man. I can't remember the last time I actually stayed up for the New Year's big old new ball drop thing, whatever, But that's the whole point behind the New Year's Eve party is staying up to the New Year, bringing the New Year and all that jive, right?
Is it?
Well, that's what I thought. Well, I mean, outside of the partying part of it, yeah. That's what is else? What are you celebrating on the New Year's Eve?
Ringing in the new year.
Yeah. It's just a new year.
Right.
Another day.
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't
Yeah.
stayed up to that midnight bell toe.
So I stay up, but I don't watch the ball drop.
Oh.
I'm usually playing Call of Duty, but I haven't even turned that on in so long because I'm always editing something.
Yeah.
And learning and learning
Not
and
for
learning.
long.
Right. Yeah, editing has become so much easier. Thank you, Jeremiah. He has set everything up for us pretty nicely. And we have one more piece of equipment that he just bought us.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so he should be over tomorrow, the next day, and come in and install it. And
Nice.
I can't wait.
So
When we
most of
get
that
back-
workflow goes away.
So if we're gonna do that for the new year, if we're gonna get into the Call of Duty thing, man, let me know. We can all go ahead and get that new one that came out and play. We need to get back into playing, man. I do miss that part.
Yeah.
Didn't like the Call of Duty game so much, but the fellowship that we had when we played was amazing.
PS or Xbox?
We're Xbox guys when it comes to Call of Duty, dude.
Game on. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm just an Xbox guy when it comes to whatever game, period.
I like my PlayStation too, man.
Right.
You know?
I kind of
You
want
still got a PlayStation 2?
No, not play. I like my PlayStation also. I don't
Old
have a
school,
PlayStation
bro.
2. No, I have a
Dang.
PlayStation 5 because they rock.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one too, just to say I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Role playing games. Are
I grew
awesome
up.
on
I
there.
grew up playing. It was Nintendo, then it was N64, then it was straight to PlayStation, and I was PlayStation all the way through.
TurboGrafx was in there as well. And Atari.
Atari was back
Yeah.
in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So the
And I had the Atari
2600, the
jacket to go with it.
5200.
Galaxa.
I had the silver Atari jacket with said Atari down the side.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Hey, there's one for you. Do you remember the television or
Yeah.
whatever? That was just a little ding,
Pong?
ding, ding. Yeah, the Pong. Where you, you
Yes.
turned the knob, dude. That was it.
So
you had
we
a cord
had
and a
that.
knob.
Yeah.
Man, my parents always bought me whatever video game was out. So I had that one, the Atari, and then, it went all the way up to TurboGrafx is the one that most people leave out.
Man, I don't
But
remember that one.
That's where Bonk was.
Nobody brought up. Did anybody bring up Sega?
Had Sega,
Oh, Sega.
Sonic.
Sega, the Sega Genesis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those were some good ones.
Yeah.
So, if you're curious of what you can do instead of going out,
Yeah, we just
play
went off
some
on
video
tangent.
games. We just went
But
off
this
on
is
it.
a do where I think that's how we should have our New Year's. Everybody get the new Call of Duty, and let's have a Call of Duty New Year night.
All right, money bags.
I have a sugar Splenda Mama.
Splenda.
Wow. Heather.
Love you, Heather.
Yeah.
Haven't met you, but I love you already.
I got a Splenda mama.
Oh, she know.
Hey, do you realize this is the first Call of Duty that I haven't had on opening day in I don't know how long?
Yeah.
Now, when I first got sober, I went a couple years and didn't play because it was just weird playing when I got sober. And so I went about a year, I guess, and not played. And then I got back into playing and I had to take another break. So be careful because you could find yourself addicted to that.
Oh, so fast, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we are addictive personality people.
Mostly, yeah.
So we could get addicted to meetings and we could get addicted to video. We'll get addicted to whatever.
It don't matter.
Moderation. But man, you could hit us up on Xbox.
Yes.
I may turn mine on. I mean, maybe I'll go buy the game.
I'm thinking I might go do that.
I'll do it. I mean, duh. Why wouldn't I? If I can hang out with you guys online, let's do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
You see, so we'll have to have him put the gamer tags in show notes
Yeah.
because then people could add and we could play.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
so that way, if any of our listeners want to hop on and run some games, they could we'll have our names in the show
Yeah.
notes. So that'd be cool. And then I'll
Yeah.
beat them.
Yep. Yeah. Shane come in and get 32 kills while we're stuck at 4 and 5.
It's
terrible.
sad, man. People get beat by a grandpa.
Leroy Jenkins.
There we go. All right, but let's get back to these do's and don'ts of this holiday season,
All
man.
right, so-
we know
so
New
we're
Year's
just
coming in.
covering.
I do want to, and I kind of want to put these up on like a order. Like, what's a number one don't?
Don't use.
Well, duh.
Hey, yeah, but you said what's number one? That's
What's number one? Obviously,
Number one.
don't use. Don't
Don't
use.
use.
Okay. Number two,
Just don't go to the party.
don't go.
Don't go. Say no.
Yeah.
We're bringing it back from the 80s to just say no.
Say no. No is a complete sentence.
Yes.
Okay.
And if it's not, say no. Then
Yeah.
there, it's
Yeah.
more of a complete sentence for you.
That works.
No.
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 There you go.
What,
Sentence.
number three,
Do you need one afterwards?
you really don't.
You're not using, you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Make sure you have somebody to call.
There you go.
If you're sitting by yourself, you decide not to go out and you get stuck by yourself, have some phone numbers. Do have somebody to call. And if things go right, join us on the Xbox.
go.
we
If
play
you
some
don't have
video
one, go
games.
get one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just don't put
Herb.
yourself in debt.
Yes, don't do that. I did it. It's not fun.
But
So,
and I mean, those are two big don'ts. I'm trying to think of something else. I mean, don't put yourself in a situation that you're not ready for. And so that might not even be going to a bar. It's just going anywhere it could be. So, yeah, just
also at the same time, don't put yourself in a spot of that you feel isolated where that you have caught yourself in your head before that led to using.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
here, we'll put it this way then. Don't go out without an accountability partner with you.
Yeah.
A
Love
battle
it.
buddy with you.
Absolutely.
So that could go on the do side, the don't side. Don't go without one. Treat them as your American Express card.
Yes.
Do leave the house with one.
Absolutely.
Yes. Do have an exit plan.
Yes.
If you do go out,
That's huge.
have an
Yeah.
exit plan. Have somebody you can call, drive yourself, whatever it is. Have an exit plan for when it comes to that point. If you do decide to go out this year.
Tyrone will come and get you.
Oh
You
yeah.
could call Tyrone. Call him.
You can even use my phone. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You could call me if you live anywhere within 100 miles. Probably we'll come grab you.
We will come grab you.
I mean, That's just the way it goes. Mm-hmm. That's 12-step work right there.
Yes, sir.
Let's go do it.
Darn tootin'.
Darn dude.
I can't say D straight, so I said darn tootin'.
Can't say damn straight.
Well, I can now.
Damn crooked.
They usually are. They got a curve to them.
It's usually curved.
So have an accountability buddy.
Yep.
Make sure you're not isolating. Make sure you have some numbers to call.
Yes.
What I talked about this on last week's Christmas one we put out. There's a beautiful app that is completely free. It's on the Apple Store and it's on Google Play. It's called the Meeting Guide app. Like I said, it's completely free. It's a little blue icon with a white chair. And if you are feeling froggy or you're feeling squirrely, type your zip code into that app and it'll give you meetings all over your area. Literally all over. I opened it up tonight and there were meetings that I didn't even know existed in my area. And you can set it up as far away from you as you want. It goes up to 50 miles and in. So if you need to get out of your area a little bit or whatever you need to do. I'm sorry?
Is it updated?
It is updated.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Good. Because there was a lot of apps, through COVID that
Yeah.
never did get updated. So
Right.
Good.
Yeah, and they're watching it constantly. So it's a great tool and it's an incredible resource, especially in times to where you might feel a little isolated because how the heck am I supposed to have fun in recovery?
Oh, man, I do all the time.
I think you should buy a tactile turn pen and journal about it.
See, now that's
That's
what I was
a good
going to hit
idea.
him with. One of the do's to do is journal.
Yes.
Journal why you want to go out. Before you make that move, before you go
Yeah.
out, sit down and write, why is it important for you to go out? Why is it important for you to be a part of those festivities?
Pros and cons list.
Pros and cons.
What are you going to write this? What are you going to journal with?
I
funny
would
you
only
ask.
journal with the tactile turn pen myself.
sir.
The
Likewise.
finest writing instrument known to man. Ooh.
Put the Zerk one up because that's sexy.
It is nice. I got one on me at all times.
Yes.
Mine's in my
Zerk.
jacket in the car.
These
Slacker.
aren't too cheap. I like the Zerk.
Yeah.
I bought it when me and the wife still both worked full time for other people.
Yeah.
But I also bought it on the secondary market because you could hop on tactile turn and you could buy them used if you want, and we'll trade them. But I love buying new pens. My stainless steel. This one is what's funny is this is my favorite.
Yeah.
Something about just stainless steel. I don't know why I like it so much. This runs a close second.
Yeah.
I can't believe I like something better than the Zerk. Now, when I get a Zerk pencil to go with the Zerk pen,
Oh, it's game over, y'all. We'll never see him again.
I'll never quit writing.
So go to tactileturn.com.
Yep.
Type in sober15 and you will receive 15% off of your order.
Yeah, and it's going to be on regular, not seasonal releases, not limited releases.
Yeah.
I know Christina wants that new Nitro pen,
I want that new Nitro.
so I guess I better order it before, because they quit December 31st.
I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. I don't mean to interrupt, but we're still talking about pens. So you want what? A Nitro pen?
All kinds of pens now.
Yeah, the
Y'all
guy who
creating-
never wanted a pen.
You
Yeah.
If you go back and you can find a video that
Yes.
that he shared that he didn't like pens. We may talk to you about winning your own tactile turn pen, but you got to come up with the episode, where it was played at, and how it was done.
Also got to be a subscriber.
I like that, and be a subscriber.
Be a subscriber. Yes.
They created a monster, folks. Okay.
So the first one to send us at info@awakensober.org, we'll send one.
Yes.
I mean, we have 2 pens to give away.
Let's
We
do
got
it.
One for
the testimony.
A testimony. We could have one for that.
Yes,
right
you
there.
let us know when Mike turned down the pen. Even make it better. Let us know what pen it was that he turned down, because I do believe we mentioned what pen it was.
It is.
So check it out. Take a
it's-
look. Let us know what episode it was, what it was, and contact us at info@awakensober.org, and you will win a tactile turn pen.
To justify it, I always say I was just playing the slow game, but
Yeah.
Until he wrote with one, and now, what do you want?
all of them.
Pens.
All of them.
All of them.
Somebody was selling them for $135.
Yeah.
Never used. He just bought all 3, and so he was selling them. And I'm like, man, I didn't know she really wanted one at the time, and now that I know she does, I'm going to sell one of mine and buy her one of hers that she wants.
Nice.
That's why I do it. I sell something, buy something.
There you go.
Otherwise, I don't.
Buy, sell, trade.
So what else? What else do we have for our people going into the new year? I mean,
Reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes.
Don't just swallow your
reach out.
pride, swallow your ego. Being alone is not going to do you any good. Reach out for help.
quit edging God out.
Quit
Yes.
edging God out.
I've used that a few times, I guess. I'd never heard it before until that episode.
That was last. What? Yeah, and I said the
2
same
weeks
thing.
ago.
I was like, that was great.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was a good one.
And I'm surprised I've never heard that before, but that was cool. I like learning.
It makes so much sense, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So don't, do swallow your pride. Don't let your pride get in the way.
Yep.
Did I say don't swallow your pride?
No, you said swallow your ego.
Swallow your ego.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's a big swallow.
Depending on the person, yeah. People in this room, yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on now. I'm not so much egotistical as I once was at one time.
Yeah, but it's still in there.
It is.
Just dying to come out.
Didn't he sit down tonight and say, "Man, you're sexy"?
He said, dang, I look good.
No, he called himself
I said
sexy.
I
did call
call
himself
myself sexy.
Oh, my
right?
God.
He did. I told you. But I'm not egotistical.
Not egotistical, no.
Don't feel ashamed of the way you look. There's a don't for you this time of the year.
Yeah.
If you feel you're that way, let it be known.
Yeah.
Tell yourself,
Don't-
you look good today.
Don't go into this new year with a whole bunch of resolutions.
Ah, it's so good. I was just going to say that.
Yes.
Don't set so many unattainable goals.
Well, set goals,
Yeah.
but don't set resolutions.
Yeah.
That New Year's resolution, if you haven't been preparing for it, it's not going to be a habit. It needs to become a habit before it's ever going to stick with you anyway.
Right.
Set a goal to make it become a habit.
Mhm.
And so there's little goals that you could set along the way to make that become a habit, to make it sustainable. Because otherwise, the only thing we're going to do is get discouraged as soon as none of them come through because we didn't put any thought or preparation into it. And then we fail, so we're just failures. Now let me go use.
Well said.
Don't set yourself up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a don't for you. Don't set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, set yourself up for success.
Yes.
Maybe that'll come out.
Nah, keep it in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a good point you put it. If you're waiting to the new year to start doing something,
Right.
it's not going to happen for you. Because if you truly wanted to do it, you'd have started it weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right.
And
at least started preparing for it. So you can
Right.
make it a New Year's thing, but you have to be preparing for that coming up. Because otherwise it's all done right here and
Yep.
it just goes out the window.
Take it slow, folks. Trust the process.
Yep. And that you could watch. It's just a couple episodes ago.
Yep.
Trust the process. That was fun
That's
too.
in quite
Actually,
a few
that's-
episodes. We used to trust the process.
We have talked
thing.
about it. That was just last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
So
What, a week before?
no, it's last week, but we had 2 episodes because we had the Christmas Eve come
Right.
out last week.
Right.
That's right.
Technically, but we had that one Wednesday, and then of course Sunday for Christmas Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and now this one Wednesday. So it's not that long ago.
Nope.
I don't know of anything else that we could say besides say no, have people with you. Don't set unrealistic expectations of yourself with these New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I don't know anything that leads to a quicker relapse. I mean, I do, but even coming out of this behavioral health unit,
Yeah.
I was going to call it the psych ward, but I know a lot of people don't like it. I've been there myself. I call it a psych ward when I talk about it with me.
Mm-hmm.
But people coming out of the behavioral health unit, they'll hand me a list of 10 things they want to do when they get out. When I go there to visit them, I'm like, let's get this down to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once we hit 1, we'll set another one.
For sure.
And then once we hit that one, we'll keep setting one after another. So if you want to prioritize these and which one you want to hit first, but we're only going to concentrate on one. Because otherwise, when you get out, once you can't do all these, because it's not obtainable, it's just you're trying too much.
Yeah.
So let's break it down. Let's just concentrate on one thing at a time. So
High
concentrate on one thing.
expectations are resentments in waiting.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? I think we pretty much
Give me what you
covered
got
it.
for a pork chop.
Huh?
Huh? Give me what you got for a pork chop.
I don't eat pork.
I can't
I got
believe
nothing. I just,
I can't believe him.
yeah, I don't either.
All the rap you know.
I
You
can't
don't
think
know
of it.
that.
You know what?
Derek's tired.
I am.
She
But
needs a nap.
it's about that time. Bring forth the rhythm of the rock. Anyway,
Hey, I want to say thank you to Roger for my Never Give Up.
yes.
Yeah. Tilva Hollow shirt.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny. We're all sitting here with Till Valhalla shirts.
Yeah, we are.
We
Yeah.
all have one. This one was my Elite Club shirt.
Yeah.
Never stop. You're stronger than you think you are.
What's he got?
True strength is asking for help.
Yeah, buddy.
If you have to this new year coming in, show your true strength.
Speak up.
Speak up.
Yeah.
Show your true strength.
It is hard. I get it. Trust me, I hid it for a long time. And I hide things well. At least I think I do. Not too many people knew too early.
No, I was going to say at the beginning you did really well, but it got to the point where it was recognizable to us all, and it's like,
My bipolar was out of control.
Yeah.
It was OC. Out of control. So, yeah, ask for help. But once again, I guess this is the season that we need to keep saying it. If you know somebody that struggles, check on them.
yes,
Take them out for a meal. Take a meal over to them if they don't want to get out of the house. But really, the best thing for them is to get out of the house. Go
Yeah.
drag them out.
mm-hmm.
I mean, what are they going to do? Get mad at you? They will until you feed them.
Yeah, take them out to get a bite to eat.
Yeah. I mean, take them out, feed them some good food. Don't feed them no junk. Feed them something good. But just love on them
Yes,
and listen. Best thing that could happen.
or contact somebody. If you got somebody that you need to reach out to, and you're afraid to do it, contact somebody that can do it. Don't be afraid to ask for the help that you need to reach out to that person that needs help.
Call us.
Yeah, well, I was getting to that point. Yeah, call us.
Call us. We'll call them.
Yeah,
I'll call them in a
reach out
heartbeat.
to us. I got
Easy.
no problem calling
Yep.
people. I mean, speaking to somebody.
I just got a text today from an officer friend of ours that goes to church with us. An 8-year-old girl has been living out of a hotel for quite some time now.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom died in 2017 of an overdose, and dad's still actively using. And so I got the phone call. I'm like, send me the information. You know, I'll go knocking.
Let's go.
I said, I'll take all the information. We'll put a plan together, and we'll go get them. And so we're going to be taking a ride here shortly. That's the things I just love to do. So we'll show up at their door and love on them, or get them into treatment, or we'll call them, we'll check on them. Whatever needs to be done, we will do it. We don't want to lose anybody,
No.
and nobody should be doing this alone. What you got in clothes, D?
Hey, man, you guys, we coming into this new year, be prepared. Check out the do's, check out the don'ts. And that, like Pastor just said, we don't want to lose you guys, man. You know, we love you guys. We love each and every one of you. We don't even know you, and we got nothing but love for you guys. Do the right thing. Reach out. If you're feeling that you can't go to a certain place, don't go. It's okay.
What's his name? Do the right thing?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Yeah. Do the right
He said do the right thing, and that's all I could think of. I couldn't think of his name.
Spike Lee. So, yeah, like,
Yeah.
share, subscribe. Like I say,
Mikey, what you got?
I just want everybody to know that, you're not alone in this season. If you do need help, or you do need to contact somebody, you can always contact us at info@awakensober.org. Correct?
info@awakensober.org.
If you need to talk, don't be afraid to reach out to us. Okay. All of us were right there at one point as well. Okay. And then I do have a scripture that I need to share. It's very short and sweet. And going into the new year, I know we talked about, don't set high expectations, but Psalm 24, may he grant your heart's desires and make all your plans succeed.
right on.
And here, I'll go Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 12, probably. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. It's just calling a buddy, right?
Always.
if either of them falls down, one can help the other up, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. And then let's just go to iron sharpens iron, right? Call somebody. Have those buddies that can. People in recovery will go to war with you. They will die for you, and they don't care what time it is. We will come and help. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you aren't alone. You haven't been alone, and you will never be alone. Just call. So with that, we love you guys. God bless you.
Happy New Year. Have a safe holiday season.
Yeah. See you next year. Like, share, subscribe. We're on every podcast platform. We'd love to hear from you guys. Peace
Without a
out.
doubt.
Take care.
God bless.
See you next year.